Hello! Hello and welcome to abrittogo. Today we're reviewing this little baby. This is the Martin LX1RE. The E stands for it has electrics in there. This is Martin's smallest little Martin that has electrics. I'm trying to remember the exact words. It's the smallest little Martin which has onboard electronics. It has Fishman onboard electronics in there. So it has a Sitka spruce top and then rosewood patterned high pressure laminate back and sides. So let's take a close look at that. And it's an unfinished, so there's no gloss on there, it's like somebody's sanded it down to an extent and then said, yeah, that'll do, it's good enough. But it's a beautiful, look at that high pressure laminate. If you saw the video with the, I did with the DX Johnny Cash Martin with a high pressure laminate whole shebang, you'll know that that's not a bad sound on that one. So again, Sitka spruce top, X bracing, electronics on board, pretty neat. Retail price, this cost me $499 from Guitar Center, which I bought. Actually, I bought this in March 2020. The funny thing was, I bought this to replace, I had a Taylor GS Mini, which I use for traveling. I travel quite a lot and I sit in hotel rooms and I like to just tinkle away and, you know, play on guitar a little bit in hotel rooms and annoy the people next door. So I traded the Taylor GS Mini in and bought this because I'd kind of fallen in love with Martin guitars. I had a couple at that point and I wanted to build up the collection a little bit. So out went the Taylor, in came the Martin LX1RE. This is quite a bit smaller than the Taylor GS Mini, so that's a thing to keep in mind. And it has a much smaller sound, so that was a key thing that took me by surprise. The GS Mini Taylor actually had a really nice, it still had quite a deep sound for a small guitar. This, on the other hand, isn't quite the same. Now, when I bought this, I was actually considering a ukulele. Do I get a ukulele or do I switch out the Taylor and get a little Martin? So I decided to get the little Martin. The beauty of this is you stick a capo high up on here, it kind of sounds like a ukulele, and I'll play that and you'll kind of hear what I mean. So the fingerboard material is FSC certified, I can't even say that, kind of rich light, and the neck material is high pressure laminate, high pressure laminate birch. What is it? Let's go check that out. As if by magic, the neck wood is a birch laminate. It has 20 frets, 14 accessible. Again, because there's no cutaway, you get beyond 14 and you're starting to almost play keyboards. So it's a nice, it's extremely light. Like I think they purposely didn't put helium in it because it would have just floated away. But it's a very nice little light, easy to carry around, easy to play guitar. It comes with a soft gig bag, ideal for just, you know, throwing around, taking it on a road trip with you, stick it on your back while you're cycling, or, you know, down to the beach to a campfire, wherever it is you're taking it. The key thing for me is the sound. The sound is very kind of, well, you're going to hear it, but it's kind of a little hollow. There's not a whole lot of depth to the sound, which is kind of good if you're in an environment where, like where I'm going to use it, in a hotel room where I wouldn't want to bother the people in the next room. It doesn't have the depth that can go through the walls and carry. You can kind of play it nice and quietly. As usual, I'm doing this with a microphone up on the lapel, so right now any sound you're going to hear is coming from the sound hole, circling right the way around up to the lapel. I will stick the mic right there on the sound hole in a little while, so you get an indication of what it sounds like. But just from this perspective, just let's have a quick listen. So it has a really good sustain, and it does have a nice sound. It's just maybe a little bit on the tinny side. I will say, if you're a lover of the Taylor GS Mini and you like that kind of sound, and I'm comparing it because that was my kind of trade-in, then it is extremely different to the GS Mini. Again, you know, it doesn't have that depth, doesn't have, and you know, when you see the size of a GS Mini, you wouldn't think you'd be talking about things like depth of sound and that kind of thing, because it's only a small guitar, hence the name Mini. But this is very much more the sound, and I think it's partly to do with the size of the guitar and the materials, but it's more on edging on the sound type of a ukulele, I think, in terms of the way it resonates. Obviously it's got 6 strings, not 4 strings like most ukes, or ooks. I apologise for ukulele people. I know I was pronouncing it wrong there. So it has closed gear tuners. Let's take a closer look at the tuners. There we go. See those nice shiny Martin closed gear tuners. It is made in Mexico. It is not made in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. It is made in Mexico. And Mexico makes some pretty nice instruments, if you ask me. I don't know if that will focus on the strings or the sticker. Most likely the strings. I bought this with the intention of taking it away when I'm traveling and playing it in hotel rooms. And then within probably 2 weeks of me buying this, the dreaded COVID hit and all travel stopped, and I've not travelled since, bizarrely. So I bought this, where are we now? I bought this probably, what, 19, 20 months ago with the intention of using it for travelling, and I've never travelled with it once. So that remains to be seen, and I've not actually plugged it in and tried it through the amp, so we will try that as well. So without further ado, shall we have a listen? Let's have a listen. So let's stick the capo on the 5th fret and see if we can get that ukulele kind of sound. Okay. Okay, so that was fun. The acoustic was fun, and trying to make it sound like a ukulele was fun. let's connect it through the Fishman into an amp. So we're going to connect it to a positive grid spark amp, which if you've never seen one of these before, go take a look at them. I should probably do a review on that amp, shouldn't I? Because it's an amp that it connects to your phone or your tablet, and you can create different amplifier settings. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and it's good for acoustic and electric guitars. It even has tracks that you can jam along to. So that's it, the Martin LX1RE. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I'll be honest, the jury is still out for me on this. Maybe because I've not travelled, I've not played it enough to really kind of maybe mind up on it. Maybe it's because I just swapped it. Well, I didn't swap it, but maybe it's because the whole trade selling one and buying this one was for a guitar that sounded completely differently, and I shouldn't be comparing the two. But I think for what its intended use is, I think it's a typical Martin instrument, right? It's quality throughout. But it's $500. $500 is not bad for a Martin guitar, is it? Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. If you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a like. And if you're feeling generous, click the subscribe button. Watch out for other videos. I do food review videos. Some of them are a little bit crazy. And I've got a few guitar reviews and more coming. This is number 4 in the guitar reviews, and incidentally, all 4 of those have been Martins. They're not all going to be Martins, trust me. I'm not made of money. But I also have a 12 string on its way, so I'll be doing an unboxing and a review of that. I've never had a 12 string before, so that's going to be really interesting to see how a guy who's been playing guitar for just 3 years copes with not 6 strings but 12. Yeah, let me know your thoughts and your comments. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. They're not even the right chords. No, it makes a difference because I can't sing. Thank you and goodbye.